reaction, or maybe not a reaction, or whatever you want to call it, I think I'm allowed to address whatever I feel like addressing. You can always skip forward, you can always leave the video, you can always do whatever you want to do because it's a free world. Jimin, or possibly Jimin, Taeyong messed that all up for all of us. Like, maybe we should be saying Jimin instead of Jimin. For me, this might be like, you know, not the way you want to think about a reaction video. For me, the video is actually third. I'm thinking about myself and you, and I'm focused on me and you, and then the video is third. But I think typically when you go into a reaction video, the video is number one. And then the reaction from the reactor is number two. And the audience is someone who is like contributing thirdly. That being said, if you speak Korean and you're fluent in Korean, do you think it should be Jimin or Jimin? I just like people being people, man. I can't stress that enough. You can go back through, you're not going to. But I just like the humanity of connection. Like, you know, simple shit. How are you doing? How am I doing? What are you dealing with today? How do you feel about stuff? Are you happy? Are you uplifted? Do you feel troubled? You know, what's weighing on you? And so to me, it's me and you and the music. That being said, of course I want the music to be great, and of course I'm excited about the music. Let's go. Okay, so initially the guitar was very prominent, the acoustic guitar, and I was like, well, it's probably gonna be softer. But then now, as soon as Jimin is singing, the guitar is now ducked down and the vocals are on top. So who knows where this is going? I'm assuming it's not gonna go soft, but I don't know. Oh, his floor is topographical. His floor is, it's mirroring a landscape. So he's got the rises and falls of mountains or whatever. I don't know what landscape that is, but I think that's something to take note of. That he's a flat floor, now it's a topographical map. Hopefully I'm using those terms correctly. Okay, I don't know what he's saying, so I'm gonna take my own personal shit and put it on this, and maybe my personal shit is just projection. Whatever, you can judge whatever you want to judge. I have often felt that it's much easier to be on stage than it is to be walking around the crowd, just because, like, when you're on stage, you have a function, right? You're the entertainer, you're the singer, you have a very specific role. You're on stage, you're here to entertain. When you're walking around, that role is gone. You could be, you can be famous. People can like love you and see you walking around. But I like the clear cut of I'm on stage and I'm doing something, and then Oh, heat. Thermals. Ooh, wait, he's doing the bathroom mirror thing? If anyone's tripped out ever, or you've been through a bad situation in a club, going to the bathroom and looking in the mirror, that's a thing. I'd rather be lost in the light, lost in the light. Notice he's like alone in the frame, but also everyone else is blurred out. The guitar's coming back now. Alone again. That's the point. Fuck. That happened fast. Well, I think I already said what I wanted to say. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to like clear my thoughts, but I don't know if that's working well. But your interaction with the crowd or with your buddies, although I don't think anything about that was his buddies. The interaction between what you're doing and your interaction with the crowd is very, very different. And of course, like, the crowd always wants you to get fucked up and take shots and do whatever. And you're probably gonna have a pretty good time. It's just not real. I mean, it's real. I mean, you're really doing it, but it's just not, it's not real in the sense that like those people you're taking shots with, they don't give a fuck about you. They may say they like you, but they don't really give a fuck about you. If things go negatively, they're not going to be there to like stand beside you. So I might be misinterpreting the entire video. It's so much fun to be with a group of people and to be partying and being like nuts. But in most of the situations, the people you're partying with don't really care about you. I mean, not that they're mean. They're not mean, bad people. They just don't really care. And so trying to avoid those trappings. It's like, oh, I can go hang out with people all night, get fucked up all night. But if tomorrow all my shit's terrible because I got fucked up tonight, they're not gonna probably be there to hold you up. I think I'm projecting a lot. I think I'm probably projecting more about my life than Jimin. Interested to see your comments and your feedback on that. You know what? I wish there was like a normal place, but there doesn't seem to be one. You know, because like, bro, I'm not tall. I'm not like super handsome or anything like that. So a lot of times I'm just the guy who's walking around and nobody gives a fuck. But if I just came off stage, then people all of a sudden care. And it's a weird feeling being around people that all of a sudden claim they care, but they don't. They do, but they don't. Because if you wasn't doing what you're doing, they wouldn't care about you. You'd just be somebody walking around. And I feel like a lot of Jimin's recent stuff is dealing with the expectations of being a star and also doing what you want to do, but also trying not to let people down. Like, whatever. I could be making up everything. I'm gonna turn this off. I just think it's a weird thing. Like, you want people to have high expectations for you, but then you don't want to let them down, and you want to be normal, but you're also trying to be a performer. It's just a strange situation. Bro, if I could just be tall and good looking, if I could just be, sorry, Dear Diary, if I could be 6'2" and good looking, I would probably not even fuck with music or anything or YouTube or any of that shit. I'd just walk around 6'2", good looking, and deal with those opportunities. But I am not 6'2" and good looking, and so we're digging around to find where we belong. And that's about all I got to say about that.